Over the years, many people have noticed and asked about all the white donuts on my table, so I decided to explain. I use them mostly for teaching to quickly and accurately spot balls for drills. Even if you don't like donuts on your table, please watch to the end because I show many useful drills you can use to assess and improve important aspects of your game. These drills are helpful to players at all levels from beginner to advanced. The official name for a little white donut is Self-Adhesive Hole Reinforcement Label. They can be found at any office supply store or can be ordered online. They come on sheets or in boxed rolls. To mark a ball position you want to reuse, first tap down on the ball to make a small mark and indentation on the cloth. Then carefully place the donut with the mark in the center. Then press it down with a finger or fingernail. To place a ball on the donut, it helps to roll it toward you like this. Notice how the ball settles perfectly into place every time. Don't try to place the ball right on the donut. You will often miss it. Again, roll it into place toward you. If you want to remove donuts later, don't worry about them getting stuck or leaving residue on the cloth. They peel off easily and cleanly. Now, if a donut is on a table for a long time, you will see a donut outline when you remove it, since the cloth underneath has remained cleaner than the surrounding cloth. Do you see the slight color difference where the donut was? The mark in the middle is from the original tapping and from hitting balls repeatedly from the same spot. Most of the donuts on my table are used for the Billiard University Playing Ability exams. There are 5 different exams to assess and improve your technique and skills, and they are designed to work well over a wide range of playing abilities. Everything you need to try the exams can be found at the link below in the video description or pinned comment. Everything is free and video demonstrations are included. The first exam consists of a set of 8 drills that help you work on important fundamental skills. Many of the donuts on my table support this exam. Donuts are not required, but they make the exams go much more quickly. The table setup instructions on the website includes a diagram showing where donuts for most of the exam drills are placed. Note that many of the donuts are used by multiple drills, as indicated by the drill number labels. The first BU exam drill is for basic cut shots. It uses these donuts. Here's the starting position. The donut next to the object ball marks the center of the ghost ball to help students check their aim if they're having trouble. Every time you pocket the ball, you move the cue ball up table 1 diamond to make the shot more difficult. If you were to miss instead, you would move the cue ball 1 diamond closer. The second drill is for practicing stop shots. It uses these 2 donuts. The goal is to pocket the ball and stop the cue ball on the ghost ball donut. If the cue ball drifts a little, the shot still counts as good. But if the cue ball finishes more than a ball away from the stop shot target, the shot does not count. You are allowed to bounce off the side rail as long as the cue ball ends within a ball of the target. In fact, this is good strategy on this drill to increase your margin for error. The next drill tests follow shot control. You place the cue ball and object ball 1 diamond apart, and the goal is to pocket the ball and land the cue ball in the target. It is good ball-in-hand strategy to create a slight cut angle to come off the side rail so there is no chance to scratch. Trying to come off the end cushion is also smart since it increases the room for error with shot speed. Some of the donuts on my table are transparent. These are not the normal BU exam donut positions, but I use them for teaching. Here, they are for practicing the follow shot from position 7. This shot teaches a lot. First, with ball in hand, a smart play is to position the balls close to the rail with a slight angle to prevent a scratch in the corner and to prevent possible deflection off the side pocket point. This shot also teaches how using a higher tip and slower speed is better. The shot also requires aiming accuracy and good speed control. It is most certainly a good shot to practice. The next drill tests draw shot control. This is the toughest drill for most people. It uses these donuts. These 2 donuts mark the corners of the target rectangle. For the shot to count, you need to draw past the 2nd diamond, but not past the 4th. You're allowed to hit the side rail as long as you stay within a diamond of the rail. For example, this shot would be scored bad. The fifth drill tests stun shot control. It uses these donuts. The donut in the middle of the table marks the ghost ball position for the shot. Using stun and speed control, the goal is to head straight down the tangent line to the target. When you succeed, the target moves a diamond farther away, requiring rebound off the rail. The sixth drill tests pocketing balls at different angles and distances. These are the donuts used. Here are the first 5 shots. For the thin cut in the side, the ghost ball donut can help students check their aim if they are unsure. Then you shoot the same 5 shots on the other side of the table. Here's one as an example. BU Exam 1 Drill 7 is the classic wagon wheel drill. It tests cue ball direction control. Only these 2 donuts are used. With ball in hand for each shot, the goal is to pocket the ball on the side and send the cue ball to each of the 10 target balls on the rails. The 30-degree rule peace sign can be used to find the cue ball line that allows a simple roll shot. Just point your middle finger to the object ball target, and the index finger gives you the required cue ball line. For the draw shots, the 3 times the angle system can be helpful. Just visualize where you want the cue ball to head, then bisect the angle to the pocket, then measure this angle to the other side. Again, see the links below for more information and help with cue ball control systems. You can also just take a guess and make adjustments by measuring the cut angle and adding 2 to the other side. The final drill in BU Exam 1 is the target drill. This is what pool is all about, making a shot while having the cue ball go where you want to make the next shot easy. These are the donuts used. Slow stun works well for the first target position. Draw with slow speed works well for the second. Top right spin is natural for the third position. Slow speed with even more spin works well for the fourth. And follow with a hair of left is good for the last position. Testing and finding your ideal head position in pool is very important. I do this for every student using these donuts aligned carefully down the center of the table. If the aim is accurate, the cue will be right over the donut and nameplate on the rail. But if a student's head position is off, the aim will not be straight, and I will clearly see that the cue is not centered. If a student's aim is off, I have them position the cue over the rail donut and move their head and shoulders side to side until they find the head position where the line through the cue and balls looks accurate. This head position is called the personal vision center. To aim accurately, it is important to always have your head in this position relative to every shot line. Again, see the link below for much more information and advice concerning this important topic. Once I am sure a student is seeing the line of a shot correctly, I then test the accuracy and consistency of their stroke. A good drill for this is MoFUDAT, the most famous and useful drill of all time. This is the only donut used. I also use a golf tee on the end rail at the diamond to give the student something very clear to focus on. The goal is to hit the cue ball at the golf tee and have the ball come straight back to the tip. MoFUDAT is very instructional. First, it helps me check a student's aim and cue alignment. The cue should be directly over the diamond on the rail. It also helps me to see if the follow-through is straight. The cue should finish right over the donut. It also lets me know if the student tends to have any unintentional side spin or not. MoFUDAT also teaches the student to stay down and still after the hit until the cue ball comes back. If the aim is off in either direction, the cue ball will not hit the rail in front of the tee. and if the tip is off-center, left or right, the rebound angle off the rail clearly indicates this. Another useful shot to practice is a long, straight stop shot. That's what these donuts are for. The donut on the pocket liner lets me verify accurate student aim, and the donut in front of the cue ball helps verify a straight follow-through. If a student is not aiming straight, I can clearly see the cue not centered over the pocket donut. The cue ball drifts to my right a touch on this one, so either my aim was off slightly or my stroke wasn't perfectly straight. You can clearly see that the tip isn't quite over the follow-through donut. This one had straight aim and follow-through, but the tip was a hair too low or the speed was slightly too fast. This one was perfect. This set of donuts is used to help students learn and practice the 30-degree roll peace sign technique. I start with the cue ball on this transparent donut, which gives a cut between a half ball and three-quarter ball hit for a carom angle of exactly 30 degrees. With an accurate peace sign angle and proper alignment, the finger points at the target donut on the rail. This is the expected path for a slow-rolling cue ball. As expected, the line and hit are fairly accurate. This donut creates a half-ball hit where the carom angle is a little larger than 30 degrees, requiring students to stretch their peace sign slightly. This shot caroms toward the donut in the pocket. Again, if you do everything carefully, the predicted direction is very accurate. These donuts are used to practice the 3 times the angle system for good action draw. If you visualize the cut angle between the cue ball line and the line to the pocket and copy that angle twice on the other side, you can predict good action draw direction. Again, see the link below for much more information and demonstrations. The expected direction is marked with the donut on the cushion. If the aim is accurate and the tip contact point is low and the speed is not too slow or not too fast, the cue ball will head where expected. The 7 and 8 on the donuts in front of the pocket prevent the student from cheating the pocket too much. With a slightly full hit or with the tip pushing the miscue limit, it is possible to beat the good action draw prediction. I also have the students practice this by attempting to scratch. I use these donuts to test a student's ability to control draw distance. I use the transparent donuts for different cue ball distances, and the donut on the pocket helps me verify student aim. I use a golf tee to mark the desired draw distance for each shot, starting with the stop shot. Again, if the student aim is off, it is very clear from the donut in the pocket. The goal is to increase draw distance gradually by using the same low tip position on each shot and controlling shot speed and draw distance simply by changing the length of the backstroke. For more information, see the speed control advice link below. Once the student reaches the side pocket, I have them hit as many scratch shots as they can in a row. I also encourage them to follow through and not pull the tip back until it is absolutely required. And I ask them to pull it back as slowly as possible to convince them they don't need to hurry to get it out of the way. There is no need to tense up and jerk the cue back quickly like some people like to do. And if that shot is too easy for them, I push the object ball closer to the pocket or the cue ball farther away, or both, to make the shot more challenging. Well, now you know the purpose for all the donuts on my table. I encourage you to use some of these drills in your practice. Drills build skills, so get to work. And good luck with your game from Dr. Dave.